This is Tom Dillon, the Lifetime Liberal, and today is Sunday, September 26, 2021. The title of this rant is The United States of Apartheid. Now, with a heavy heart, as I've been thinking about this the last 2 weeks, as things keep coming up, is that not only have we always been an incredibly racist nation, that we continue to be a racist nation. And that's sinking in, is that I've known it all along, like many of us have known it all along, but it's really sunk in that it really, really is that bad. And if we start out with the Constitution, where the black man was only 3/5 of a man, as they said, to count, because obviously women couldn't vote back then. And we had a big abolitionist movement in the United States from 1830 to 1860 that had to be settled by a civil war. We had to have amendments to grant the freedom for people of color. And then, of course, in 1877, 1878, right in that time frame, the North basically ceded the South back. And then we had another apartheid state in the South for another 60 years, even though we had a very strong civil rights movement, let's say from 1930 to 1965. Nothing really changed that much. And, you know, the things that have been going on, let's just say in the last 10 years, especially since Obama has been elected, just sort of solidifies that we just have so much, and everything is based, you know, on race. And what I'm seeing now is that there are less white people as a percentage of the population, and it's becoming more so, and that we will be a majority minority country in the 2040s. But I see such an increase in hostility by whites towards people of color. And I could go through a lot of these things in the last 10 years, but just the last couple of years, the big lie is based 100% on racism, that the election was stolen from you white people, and all of those people in those urban areas in the big cities, and even in the red states that had the big cities, that was all stolen from you. You deserve, and that's all a lie. It's all to keep people of color down. And now we have the other types of things where critical race theory, whereas we know, and I'm thinking of redlining right out front, we know that racism has been a part of everyday life, the everyday fabric of life, whether it be laws, norms, media, religion, schools, etc. Racism has been a part of that, of our everyday life. And to say that we shouldn't teach that this has been a part of America, and to see the absolute outrage in white people, basically in white areas, crying that we can't teach critical race theory because our little white kids won't understand how bad it is. They'll feel bad about being white, And then the last one is the great replacement theory, that we are going to be replaced by immigration, that all these black and brown people are coming in. And they are going to replace us. And we heard that in the Charlottesville in 2017. And the only thing I can say about this is that economically, socially, etc., we have been a racist nation for a long time. We continue to be a racist nation. And it's just a very small percentage of the white people in the upper echelon who want to use, let's just say, the powers or levers of power in media, in government, in religion, to continue this white patriarchy. And there's only one party that has been so overwhelmingly predominant in all of this, and that is the Republican Party. And, again, this is something that has to continue to be brought up. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. And, of course, I could have put misogyny in this, too, because there's a lot of that also. But we must keep hyping on this is what the Republicans want, and that we need to get rid of every single one of them, because they are going to use this all the way through 2022, in essence, to take away democracy from all of us, especially people of color.